All I gotta say is thank God it's Friday.
Good morning. Happy Monday to you guys. Happy Friday to me, like I mentioned. I am so glad it is Friday. Holy moly. This week has been a doozy, you guys. It has been a doozy. I don't know about y'all, if your week last week was like a whirlwind, a doozy, but I am ready for the weekend. I'm ready to rest and recharge. And when I mean rest, y'all need to y'all have not been fussing at me. I'm asking you to fuss at me about this sleep. My sleep has been absolute trash and I cannot get it together. This is going on the 3rd week of school. And I feel like because of Labor Day being off, my boys are off today before professional development day. I'm like, what is happening? I feel like all these days off already in the mix of trying to get back in the routine of school is definitely throwing me off for show. Like, oh my gosh, my sleep has been so trash and it affects me so hard. I have so many of you guys that are always messaging me about the scale and the numbers. And when I start talking to you guys and you're like, oh, I'm not getting any sleep, I'm not doing this, I'm like, all those things will reflect with the numbers. I know my body so well for doing this for so long. I'm so in tune with my body. I know what triggers my body. I know what inflames my body. I know what makes my body hold on to water. And one of those things, big time, is lack of sleep. I need at least 7 hours of sleep. If I'm getting under 7 hours of sleep, things are just not looking great for me. So I am tired today, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm in a good mood. I'm excited to come in here and finish the week strong and kill it. And that's another thing I wanna mention that everybody always asks, like, how am I so motivated to I feel like I'm on autopilot now. Who else is with me that's been doing this for years? There is just no other option for me. Like, I wake up, I get dressed, I put my gym clothes on, not even debating like, oh, am I going to the gym today or not? I just autopilot know that I'm going. Like, there's just nothing in my brain that registers like, we're not gonna go to the gym today. Like, that doesn't even pop into my mind anymore. And it did at one point. So I'm not telling you guys that it's gonna be like this from jump, okay? You're gonna have to condition yourself to get to the stage where I am now, and it will happen once you're consistent. You hear me throw that word out there all the time, but once you are consistent with something, it becomes second nature. It becomes not a task, not a feat, not a chore, not a thought when you wake up in the morning. It just happens because you know it needs to be done. And that, my friends, is called discipline as well. So we are disciplined. We are here nonetheless. No, I would have much rather just snuggled in my bed because it was feeling oh so good and my sleep was like oh so good and perfect. But I know that tomorrow I have the opportunity to sleep in, and Sunday, and relax and recharge and recuperate. And 1% better, guys. I'm going to try. I'm gonna get on schedule eventually, I know, but I gotta get it done because this lack of sleep is killing me. I am excited for the weekend though, this past weekend now that I'm gonna try to like update you guys before I edit and stuff, but we are supposed to be decorating outside for Halloween, but it's hot as balls, okay? It's 1,000 degrees. Last year, legit like heat stroke. When we were getting the shit out of the attic and decorating, we had to wait until the sun went down at like 7, 8 o'clock at night to put the animatronics up last year. We're gonna have to do the same thing this year because it is so freaking hot. There's just no way. I'm going to decorate the porch and stuff that I can do solo tomorrow in the freaking heat, so I'll be sweaty down. I'm not washing my hair until Saturday night for sure because I will be sweating. And then me and the hubs are gonna try to knock out at least the big one animatronic. I call him Ghost Rider. He's the big like predator of the night. I'm gonna put him out. I'm hoping Saturday night. Can do that once the sun goes down, and then the other two are easy, and y'all know Bone Daddy's already up, so everything else will be easy for me to put up and get ready. This is the weekend that I always decorate outside for Halloween. I decorated the inside this week, but there was like hardly anything to put out because We decorate all year for Halloween. So that was pretty damn easy. I've got some house projects that I've been working on. I did get some paint swatches for the entryway table. Thank y'all so much for the last video when I asked y'all's opinion on like what should I do with this table as far as the color scheme. I've kind of switched my mind as far as a color. So I have some swatches I got from Home Depot. I'm gonna like give you my thoughts and y'all let me know which one you like the best. I also have another swatch I want to get, but the paint I was like blocked off and stuff when I went the other day. It was a hot mess express, so I didn't get as many like swatches as I wanted to, but the ones that I have, I'll show you guys. And I also got a new dining room table. I sold the one that I had off of Facebook Marketplace. It just did not fit my aesthetic anymore, and we've had it for like 10 freaking years, so got it done, sold it, good deal. Got the table, we got to put that together. I got the rug, and then y'all remember those chairs I saw at Goodwill, and I told y'all I'm kicking myself that I didn't get them. I went thrifting Wednesday. Wednesday and Friday seems to be the days that are best for me. Once the boys start getting back to school on a freaking Monday, I will pop in on a Monday and see if that's like the golden ticket. Everybody says after the weekend, we shall see. I haven't went on a Monday yet, but Wednesday and Friday has been awesome. But remember those chairs? I went Wednesday and they were still there. They're $6 each. Now, yeah, they have imperfections and stuff, but I just love them. I love them. I took a picture of them. I'll pop it up right here if they're not there, but I'm thinking I'm gonna get them. Like, what do I have to lose? Both of them are $12. I think I'm only gonna put 2 chairs at our dining room table. I know this sounds weird, but we don't eat at the dining room table. The dining room table is basically for show, and for when we have movie nights, we sit there because we have more people. But just the 4 of us, we sit at the island and we sit in the living room. I know, not ideal, but that's how we do it, and that's what we enjoy. So I don't need 4 freaking chairs taking up space. I really only need 2 right there. So that will be perfect. And what am I out? $12 if we don't like them. I can always sand them, stain them, paint them, and make them look more cohesive with everything, or make them a different color. I don't know. I just feel like you can't go wrong with $12, especially when I'm looking at Facebook Marketplace. I'm not finding anything that I actually love. I've been looking for like 2 weeks, or everything's $1 million. Like, I don't know. For chairs, like brand new, like $300 for 4 chairs. I'm like, who is paying this? I don't know. But I'm like, I'll take $12 and take a little scuffs and it'd be fine. And I fix them later if I want to. But we are going thrifting today is what I'm telling you guys. So I'm going to pop into both my Goodwills and then my local thrift store, y'all. If you follow me on Instagram, I found the cutest vintage Halloween stuff the other day, so I'm hoping they have some new stuff. And then also over on Instagram, I had showed you guys the Witch Mr. Potato Head set that I found. That was all in the original packaging, plastic packaging. Crazy the stuff that I'm finding over there. And I got Trey's Mr. Potato Head. We had one, but he was like 2, y'all. He's 12 now. I must have thrown that away at some point, and I ordered him a new one off of Amazon, so we should be able to make that today, so I can share that with you guys. But lots of fun seasonal stuff that I'm going to take you guys along today. Spend the day with me. Let's get this deposit made first and foremost before we go and have all the funsies. I've got the Mississippi crock pot. Pot roast is in the crock pot already, and I'm so excited to have that. We haven't had that in forever because price of roast is $1 million right now, but it's always a little bit higher, but right now it's astronomical. Y'all can do some variations with not roast. We'll talk about that later, but I've got that going. Cannot wait. So let's go get this deposit in. Hopefully I can find the 12-inch step-up thing to do step-ups today, because remember I didn't do them last week. I saw it this week after the fact, but will it be there today? We have no freaking idea in this crunchy. It's always something different, so let's get in there.
This heavy load got under your skin. All in, you got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside. Heading for collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out.
workout complete, and if I look like a hot mess express, I feel like my makeup's melting off today because I'm out of my beloved infallible setting spray. Danielle, I know. I'm using a hard candy one. It'll be great for winter when my skin's extra dry, but right now with us sweating and it's 100 degrees, we need this shit locked and loaded, and that does it for me. My subscribe and save off of Amazon, it won't be delivered until Monday. So I got today, the weekend, and Monday to suffer with the makeup looking like it's melting off. I mean, I got a little glow, right? But damn, I was like having to wipe, all the mascara was melting, and it never does that when I wear my other setting spray. We are here at the bougie Goodwill. We're about to walk in. Workout was good. Did not get many clips for you guys because it's hella crowded in my crunch, you guys know. I wanted to set up a little bit more, but I'm trying to be respectful of everybody else, even though nobody's respectful to me in there. I feel like I'm trying to be the bigger person. With step ups, we found the freaking 12-inch box today. It was available. However, I feel like my form is trash on one side, and on the other side, it's great. Who else is with me out there that has one leg that is better than the other? It be me, and that's fine. And balances are normal if you are struggling with that as far as your upper and lower. So you'll have your dominant side is usually your stronger side, but I find that my dominant side, which is my right side, is stronger, but my left side, because it's weaker and I push myself harder to failure on this side as far as evening out the reps, my definition on my left side is way better than my right side. Make it make sense. I know. So I tried to like do a bunch of unilateral work. I have been with upper, especially with my shoulders, because this shoulder is massive, way bigger than this one, and it looks abnormal, but it's because this one's always struggling to keep up with this one, but I got to do extra reps on this one to kind of even them out. The struggle is real. But with muscle, real quick, let's talk about it, because I've had a lot of things pop up on my social media with women being scared of being hashtag bulky, and a lot of you guys might think that about me. I don't really care. You guys know I am doing this for longevity. I am doing this to build as much muscle as possible, to make sure my bones are healthy and strong. That way, when I'm 80-year-old Granny Nicole and I take a fall, I'm not going to suffer as much as if I were no muscle mass, just all fat, skin and bones, you know? I'm doing it for that reason. I have a nonverbal autistic son that I plan on taking care of until I'm put in the grave. That is my plan, and I want to be able to do that. Y'all, he is like gonna be a mini Shaq. I've mentioned that before. He is wearing a size men's 15 shoe and he's 12. He's towering over me already. So I gotta make sure that I'm up to par as far as me, my strength, my health, all the things to be able to take care of him. That is my motivation. That is my goal. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to put on muscle. It takes a lot for someone to try to look bulky, okay? And not only that, you're not walking around with a full-on pump all the time, okay? I don't look like I do in my posing pics 98% of the time, probably, okay? That is because I just worked out, blood is flowing, we've got all the things that are making you all jacked and pumped with our pre-workout. My battery died, but what I'm saying is you have to really put in effort, and it takes years to put on any type of muscle, and any muscle that you're putting on your frame as an aging female is an investment to your future self. So do it. Just want to throw that out there because I'm seeing a lot of women being deathly afraid of picking up a weight because they're like, think they're going to pick up a weight and they're going to turn into Arnold Schwarzenegger in like 5 seconds. I've mentioned that a million times here on the channel. That ain't going to happen, all right? And if you want that tone definition, that big juicy luscious ass and the big juicy luscious shoulders, girl, you got to work for that. It doesn't just happen. It ain't happening on the damn cardio. I'm just letting you know. Cardio, we doing it. You see me doing it every training day, but that is the last thing on the list that I do. That is not the priority of the day. It comes last because it's a priority for heart health, but we got to make sure we're getting the most important stuff done first. So post-workout, I do have my protein coffee here while we're shopping, so I'm gonna be sipping on that as we go. And then I'm gonna pop up, I'm going over here, I'm gonna pop up a picture of what my post-workout breakfast is supposed to look like if I went straight home. But I do have 2 slices of Pepperidge Farm swirl bread that I'm gonna eat with the protein coffee, and then when we get home, we will eat the rest of it, if that makes sense. This was just easy for me to travel and enough for me to put in my stomach as I'm doing my little shopping before we get home. Probably be doing this about an hour, depending, before we get back to the house. Let's get in here and see what treasures we can find, shall we? First store, not much today, but look at this gem. Look at this beauty. I love this vase. Do I need another vase? Hails to the no. Did I get it? Obviously. Now look, it's got a crack where they glued it back together at the top, but they had 2 of these and the other one had cracks all down the front. It looked a hot mess and they were still charging the same price as this one, $3.99. Now they had some other finds in there as well, but y'all, Goodwill be tripping with some of these prices. I was like, I am not paying that when I can get the same exact thing, nicer quality off Facebook Marketplace for the same price. So just be aware when you're shopping Goodwill. They have some really awesome deals, but then they have some things that are like, no, Goodwill, no. But this thing, massive. Absolutely loves it. Love this. And it looks old as hell, but I love the black. I love the gold detail. I love the pop of the pink, like whatever flower that is in the green. Obsessed. We secured the chairs. They're back there. If you guys can see them, I'll show them to you when we get home. We got them. I debated on getting them. Like I said, they've got lots of wear and tear. They're old, but I like the fact that they're old. The cashier was like, these are such nice chairs. They've been here for a couple weeks. I'm like, I know. She's like, they're so heavy. They are. I carried them out to the car. She's like, are you going to paint them? I'm like, I haven't decided if I'm going to stain, paint them, or leave them kind of beat up like this. I kind of like that. The table is solid black. I got a like octagonal rug thing, and I kind of like that whimsical, witchy cottage core vibe in the kitchen area. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to paint them today, and I'm not going to paint them anytime soon, but we'll see how I feel. But I'm glad I got them. I paid, how much did I pay before tax? $13.09 for 2 heavy ass real wood chairs. I say that's a win. Just left my local thrift, y'all. I got one of my wish list items. I'll have to show it to you guys. They wrapped it up for me when I get home, but I could not believe it. It's so funny when you go thrifting and you're looking around and there's not shit anywhere, and then all of a sudden you look down and you're like, oh, like it's like jackpot. I was like, I cannot believe it's there. So this is the same place I got the 9x9 or 8x8 pink Pyrex gold rosy dish, and they told me that they get these pieces in every single week. Well, this piece was on my wish list for sure, and everywhere I've been looking, Etsy, Facebook Marketplace, they want $20 to $30 for it. I got it for $10. I could not believe it, and it looks amazing. So happy with today's find. So let's get to the hizzy and let's eat the rest of our post-workout meal, and I will show you guys the chairs and this wish list item. So here are the infamous chairs. So there's the rug. It's smaller than I thought it was going to be, but the next one up would have been way too big and we wouldn't have been able to open this door, and we go in and out of here all the time. Here's the table. I got the table off Amazon. It's just a round black table. Again, I'll pop up a picture, show it to you guys later, but I love the rug. I love the black, the red, and like the brown detail in it. And then here are the chairs. So if you guys can see, there are definitely places in them where the paint is missing, but I kind of like the fact that they look scuffed up, and the backs and the legs look excellent. It's just the seats that look a little roughed up. That's it. And we don't sit at the table, like I said earlier. So it's just for show, and it'll be behind the table. You won't even be able to see that. So I kind of like the brown with the black and the rug like that. I think it's gonna look so cute. And my plan for this wall too is to start collecting. I have a couple that I'm on the hunt for, and I have a bunch on Facebook Marketplace that I have saved, but I'm like, I'm not biting the bullet just yet. I'm waiting to see if they come down in price, but do like vintage plates and hang them on the wall behind it. I just thought that'd be really cute. That's the vibe I'm going for. Saint is, y'all like, I love seeing Saint dog. Y'all, most of the time he's in the cage snoring like I showed y'all last time. He's just being nosy right now and he wants to go outside. But there's the chairs. I'm so happy that I got them. They're just like so freaking heavy duty, and it's so hard to find heavy ass wood chairs. And I got both of them for $12. Like, are you joking? This dude right here. But all the new kind of stuff out right now is $1 million, like I said, and it's not even real shit. So I'm happy with my decision. This one. Hey, that rug is brand new. I hadn't even put the table on it yet. You got a christen it? That's not for you. That's not a Saint dog rug, I promise. That's not for you. There's the vase again. You can see better where it is cracked and they glued it, but look, I'm loving that. Here is the Pyrex, like Corningware dish, all right? I still need to find the 9x13. That's on my wish list. And then I'm done as far as this little wish list section. But I could not believe this was on the very bottom shelf, just all by its lonesome. They told me when I bought that pink 9x9 or 8x8 that they get in the pink Pyrex weekly. They're like, it comes in all the time. So that's why I've been checking. And this is the second week in a row I've gotten a piece. And I cannot believe it. Like I said, online they're selling these for like $20. So I saved about 10 bucks versus buying it plus shipping. Here for it. It looks amazing. So excited for that. I got a bunch of other ones. Those are no bueno. These are the two that I left with. So here is the color scheme. I'm kind of thinking, I kind of like some of these mauve-y purple tones. I also like a green, but again, I couldn't get down that section to look at the swatches for that. So like a really dark, like moody, like not forest green, but there's some really cool, like dark greens that almost look black. So cool. But there are a few that I'm leaning towards, but I'm going to just like leave you guys with this. So these would be against all my black stuff. You feel me? Kind of like this one. This one is Choo Choo. And then I also like this dark carob chip. It's almost like a browny purple color. And then down here, they have the Gothic Amethyst, which everybody raves about, but that's a little bit too light for me. I kind of like this Velvet Slipper. Not so much the purple basil. I like the carob chip better. They're not really coming off on camera as they are in real life, but that's kind of like where I'm leaning until I can look at the green. But no vast decision on that yet. Just something to think about. And I've been leaving it here and kind of looking at it and be like, which one do I want to do, you know? But we shall see. I think I'm leaning more towards a darker color like this. I'm not sure. Here's the rest of our post-workout meal. Later than I want to. It's fine. It is what it is. We've got 100 grams of liquid egg whites, 11 grams of G.Hughes sugar-free ketchup. I don't know how many grams of raspberries that is, but I did weigh it out. I've got a packet of those Better Oats from Target, the 100-calorie pack, in the microwave. And then we've got 20 grams or 18 grams of the Caramelicious Apple Pop. This one is live when you're watching this, along with the pumpkin choco chip. This is my pick out of the two for you guys to get. NBURGESS always saves y'all. So with everything you saw me eat earlier, plus this, it's a total of 585 calories, 37 protein, 78 carbs, 16 fats, and 11 fiber. Don't mind my dishes in the dishwasher, letting the dishes like air dry when I leave and I come back and they're dry and I don't have to put them on the drying mat. Anybody else do that? I wanted to show you my windowsill for the kitchen. I did change it up for Halloween, not by much. A lot of that stuff is up all year, but the little like gauze thing is always out for Halloween. And then the two planters on the side, my little ghosty planter. And then I just got this Valence with this is a shower curtain rod because there's not enough room to hang up an actual curtain rod here. So I saw somebody do this and I was like, freaking genius. I got the rod off Amazon and the Valence. I love the Valence. It's like a crochet detail if you guys can see, and I got the same exact set to go in my master bathroom where y'all saw me do the little like Goodwill brown box thing I set in the windowsill. It's above it. I love it. I'll do like an updated house tour, if you will, for you guys if you're interested in that. Y'all let me know in the comments down below once I get a lot of things fully done. And that's my, y'all can't see it, Nicole's Witch's Kitchen. Got that off of Etsy last year. But I just love the way this little nook is looking. Obsessed. I also shared this on my Instagram story yesterday, but at that thrift store that I got the rose Pyrex today, I got these Wednesday. They are cross-stitch magnets that somebody made. Are you joking? When I saw these, I was like obsessed. They didn't have a bunch of cool like little knick-knack stuff today. I'm glad I went Wednesday. It looked like it got ransacked. But this little set was $5. Now, yeah, maybe a little bit more than what it should be, but it is pristine and somebody took the time to make it and they already have the magnets on them. This is staying up all year. I absolutely am obsessed with these. Cleaned her up. Are you joking? Are you joking right now? Like you can't even see the broken part when you put flowers in it. It looked pretty even with the crack in it. I thought that looked like vintage, but I'm obsessed with this thing. Like I could not leave that behind. I'm glad that they had the two and this was the better of the two. The other one had like a huge gaping crack down the middle here and it was the same price. I'm like, make it make sense, Goodwill, but good find. Also cleaned up the chairs real good with just some water on a washcloth, cleaned it up real nice. I didn't want to put anything else, you know, chemical wise on there to mess with the paint that is remaining. It's old as hell and chipping, you can tell, and it is when I was cleaning it too, and the wood as well, since it's solid wood. So wanted to keep it as intact as possible, but it was super clean as it was. I still cannot believe these were $5.99 each. That's crazy. Got a little bit of work done, house things done, about to skedaddle to go pick up Trey. Got lunch, which is nothing new if you've been around for a hot second. So we've got some 2% Daisy cottage cheese, 163 grams, one of the chicken Parmesan black pepper sausages from Costco. So good. The sausage is 150 calories, 14 protein. 34 grams of the Aldi pita crackers. The garlic and chive are my absolute favorite. I'm going to eat this in the car on the way to go get Trey. 423 calories, 36 protein, 30 carbs, 18 fat, 1 fiber. The pot roast has 6 minutes left, so I'm gonna go ahead and shred that up and turn it off. This crock pot, I've had this forever, y'all. Before we moved in this house, even before we got married, maybe like 2005. I mean, it's vintage, okay? Walmart for, I think it was like $15 at the time. It's a big ass crock pot. That's why I love it. And it works so good, but it doesn't have like a warm setting or whatever. So I'm going to shred it up, let it do its thing. I forgot to go to Wally World on the way home because I was so excited from thrifting and pick up a rotisserie chicken for tomorrow's enchiladas. I did not do that. Some cilantro and green onions. So me and Trey got to make a little pit stop. Dinner tonight, we have the Mississippi pot roast I showed you guys earlier. I have 8 ounces of just russet potatoes. I use the French fry cutter, put them in the air fryer. I do like 430 for 25 minutes until I get in the way I like. And then I've got 3 tablespoons of the Great Value Queso Blanco cheese dip for a total of 521 calories, 41 protein, 59 carbs, 13 fat, and 5 fiber. Some of you guys had mentioned that you use chicken and pork for this recipe versus the roast because they're expensive right now. And you totally could, especially the pork would give you the same vibes if you wanted to do it on the cheaper. Never skip dessert. We're ending the night with some Cinnamon Toast Crunch and almond milk. So I've got 61 grams weighed up there and a cup of almond milk I'm going to pour in for a total of 283 calories, 4 protein, 50 carbs, 8 fat, and 5 fiber. And then our total macros for this Friday come out to be 2271 on the calories, 140 grams of protein, 299 carbs, and 60 grams of fat.
You're so good at dragging yourself down.